What's up, Tiger fans? It's Morgan, Big Al, and Houston here, back again to talk about Jaren Kanak, a 2022 four-star athlete linebacker from Kansas. We'll get into that. Before we do, make sure you like and subscribe to this YouTube channel so you can stay up to date on all of our exclusive Clemson content we put out every single week. All right, fellas, we're back. We're talking about a newly offered Jaren Kanak guy, super fast. We've already seen some of the videos. If you haven't already, go check out Twitter or YouTube. This guy is really fast. We'll get into the video that he has up on huddle.com. Before we do, let's check out what Houston has to say first. So Houston, let us know, how do you feel about this 6'2", 210 guy being so fast, and will he fit in with Clemson?
Oh yeah, I think he'll be great in Clemson's defense. I think part of his athleticism and part of the draw I think Brent Venables sees in him is the ability to utilize him similarly to Isaiah Simmons. Obviously his game is not the exact same, but this is a type of player that you can match him up with tight ends. You can play him as a nickel type of linebacker, maybe move him in and play a little closer pass coverage. Maybe somebody who could cover problem tight ends. The Eric Gilbert and the Darnell Washingtons of the world. This kid's got the speed to cover, and from what it looks like, he's got the hands too. I think there's some wide receiver highlights on here. He's a pretty good athlete. He can go do a lot of different things on the field, and I think that's part of the draw. And I expect him to come in and be that type of nickel linebacker if he were to accept an offer.
On his Twitter account, he put down a video where he ran a 10.37 lasered 100 meter, I believe also wind aided, so a little bit of help there, but 100 meter, that's very fast. He blew away his entire competition. I don't know how good his competition was in that video, but man, he was like 20 yards ahead of everybody. It was crazy. But for 210 pounds, that is really elite. And speed kills, as they say, Big Al. But speed also gets you an offer. And Alabama, Michigan, Florida, Clemson all started knocking on the door after he posted that video. I'm sure you're going to say this, that you want to see this. I'm going to go ahead and just assume, Al, you're going to say you want to see this because that kind of speed is the things you just can't teach. So he has those intangibles, and then Brent Venables can build on that. Am I right in saying that?
Yeah, to an extent, absolutely. Speed kills. We love speed. He's got great long speed. That's very evident from all of his film and, of course, his track times as well. He's a very smooth athlete. I like the way he glides while he's running. He's physical. You can see that in some of his film. He's got a little bit of a bite to him. I remember there was this one play where he knocks a guy down, he gets up, and then he jumps back on him on the ground. I don't think the guy took too kindly to it either. So you like to see that. He's a smart player. He's got to be. There's no way you can play that many positions and know what you're doing without being a real cerebral guy. And like we said, he's got all the track speed in the world. I think the question is going to be, does he have the ability to flip his hips and change direction, move laterally, that type of thing? His quickness, and how's his quickness? And I mean, if he's going to play a linebacker role at Clemson, then you're going to need some of that, whether it's nickel, linebacker, whether it's safety. He can transition to safety. I think he can do any of them. I think he can play any of those for Clemson. That's probably one of the things that drew Brent Venables to him was his versatility. I think they can see him in several different roles. And I kind of see him as a Tanner Muse. I think they're similar in size. They both have really good long speed. And I just think, again, it's one of those things where are they going to be able to have the hips loose enough so that they don't get, beat deep on double moves. They can recover and get sideline to sideline and things like that.
I'm going to go out and say that I think he does have it. I mean, I feel like with the speed that he has, but also with the fact that you have him down playing quarterback a little bit, running back, tight end, linebacker, of course, and then even a punt returner. You're not going to be that versatile if you can't do those things, if you don't have that ability. So I'm going to go ahead and lean towards he does have it, Big Al. I'm not saying you said he didn't, but I'm going to go ahead and say
That's
I
right.
think he does. Without a shadow of a doubt, from my opinion. I also feel like he fits great, and he hasn't committed to Clemson yet. We hope that he does. That's what we're doing this video so that we think that he's going to be close to Clemson, or at least Clemson offered him. So we're excited about his possibility of becoming a Tiger. But I think that he fits in perfect for Clemson, considering. Look at who they have gone after and had come join the team recently. Kane Patterson, a guy very similar, has a ton of video of him playing multiple positions. Also, Keith McGuire was the same way, a guy who, as Alan mentioned, smart enough to be able to use his speed correctly in the right situation. And not only that, in multiple different positions. So you've already got proof of prior guys that have committed to Clemson that have started to get a starting role now that also have those kind of skill sets. So I'm excited for what Kanak can do and what he brings to the table. And I hope that he becomes a Clemson Tiger. Let us know what you think in the comments. Do you think he'll become a Clemson Tiger, or maybe he'll go somewhere else? Put in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel. This video is brought to you by Tiger Sports Shop. We don't just dress for success, we TS for success. That's Tiger Sports Shop. Big Al, Houston, and I are all wearing Clemson gear from the Tiger Sports Shop. We shop there so much that they practically forced us to be sponsors for them. Stop by one of their 2 locations, or both, 364 College Avenue and 1102 Tiger Boulevard, Clemson, South Carolina. If you aren't in town, no worries. Visit tigersportshop.com. Tell Sean and Julie that the Morgan Thomas Show sent you.